So Jin has told Senku about Tsukasa's army is coming to the village. Now they actually knew that he did give them the false report. However, what he didn't actually tell them is that when he actually told them that if his body does alive, it means that they're getting ready to strike. Which Tsukasa doesn't take any chances, so he decided to send his army down there as well, including one of the strongest that Jin is most afraid of, in which we saw Ginro and Jinru have told them about. I've been actually seeing the army, and Kiru told Jinru to sounding alarm, which we actually saw Kinru battle the army, which Tsukasa's men have actually told one of the strongest, a man called Kyoka, and he actually claimed to be the strongest, which he is quite skilled with a spear. And we actually saw him taking a pierce through Kinru's stomach, and we actually saw him fall into the ocean, in which we saw Ginru getting ready to cut the bridge, but he can't do that because he actually won't actually let Kimu's sacrifice go in vain, as we see him broke down in tears, even say that his brother. So we saw Jin told Magma to throw a rock when Senku using Iron's pipe and then using dirt and then put gunpowder, which we actually saw Jin pretending that they actually have guns, and which is actually Magma throwing the rock, and then Senku using the iron pipe to actually shoot the gunpowder out of it, which we actually knew they actually had to retreat, including Kyoka, which we actually seen them trying to dig up another strategy because they actually realized if they got guns, then they got shields as well. And we actually saw them picking up Kinru, and Siku put up the Sulfura drug onto his wounds, which the next day he say he's feeling better, which he's actually is less than 100%. So Senku actually decided they come up with another way to actually use another weapon, which we saw Kashiki to actually create a new kind of weapon, which we actually saw them create a type of weapon that will actually use in the army, which they actually saw that Tsukasa's army comes on the day of the storm, which we actually knew that Senku won't be using a gun. However, we saw Kiru, Jinru, Kohaku, Magma, including Kokoyo, actually came out of the bridge, and they actually using Japanese katanas, which they have recreated the katanas just like how they created in the old age the samurai swords. So they decided to use them in battle with the help of the villagers, which they created the swords, and which we actually knew, and which we saw Hyoka actually got the upper hand on Magma, which he was cut all over his body. So we actually saw Kohaku almost about to be attacked by Koga as well, but the tip of the spear broke off, which we actually saw Jin have broken the spear with a piece of blade, which earlier we actually saw Senku using Tsuka to bring the blade to Jin, which we actually knew this actually meant they have gotten the upper hand. which they were actually winning the battle. So we actually knew that the battle between Ishigami village against Tsukasa's army, which we actually saw that the Tsukasa's army has spears, but now that Ishigami village now has katanas, so they're actually winning the battle. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen on the next episode next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment on what you think about the episode. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr, and like my Facebook page. Until then, this is Anime Guy Journey here saying sign out. Laters!